Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Commodores will put total leather and we'll get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Alabama's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They're testing the right side here. Crosses the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wide receiver going in motion. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, it's Bernard. Kearney on the Jets. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense changing the play. Trying to get the corner. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A good return on the interception.
It's hit or miss. They've been a little bit up and down, but to start the game on a high note, get the good mojo going, great start for.
Looking for more room. It's a running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off the throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Vandy. Losing early in the year can be detrimental, also can be galvanizing. You realize not much margin for error, and they suddenly have put it together and won their last 2.
The dips in the season early really served as motivation for them, and they were able to turn the page. They were able to be resilient. 18 to 22-year-olds in college football, David, it's easier said than done, but this team really is about that.
Yeah, and they're starting to get it together, and you can see it. Like, I think early in the season, too, Jesse, you're figuring out who you are as a team. I think they kind of got that figured out, and I look for this team to win today and climb up into those rankings.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. Still on his feet at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Shoots it to the left. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the offense?
To the air, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because he's thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up for the 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Punts it out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best run and matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Commodores will line it up on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Alexander. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Commodores are moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. One of the highlights of the year last season. Got knocked out of Nashville with their first loss to Vandy since 1969. Anything can happen in this crazy sport.
It was magic. It was crazy. It was Pavia time, right? Like the 4th down conversions, they held the ball for most of the game. And, Jesse, remember, this is what kept the Tide out of the playoffs. You think they're a little upset?
Definitely, and they're going to have to do a better job defensively with that gun option scheme we saw from Vanderbilt in that game a year ago. They didn't have any answer for that. A few interceptions early by Jalen Milroe put him behind the 8 ball, so we just need a better effort from Alabama on both sides.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Caught near the sticks, it's Sherrill. Running, got some room, headed to the goal line. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give is to Miller. And he never had a chance. Just cold as soon as he got it.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Oh, they're after him. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
And nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to run it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day. What you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Touchdown, Alabama! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target thrown up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught over the middle. It's Fitzgerald. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their role with this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ball game.
Miller with the ball. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll run the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Northern Illinois is getting cooked right now. I mean, it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 28 to the Red Hawks of Miami. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, they'll try the middle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hoskins. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Hoskins. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Hoskins. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end of the secondary being ready for it.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The give to the left side. Got the first down and still on his feet. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pressure coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll... down after a solid return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Stowers. The ball's free. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Vandy. What? Got some room. It was over.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the throw.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other option. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop. defense to turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his...
It's a seam wide open. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Commodores line it up with a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Pavia. And the timing just a hair off.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown Doors!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here comes the heat. He's into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good, and we've got a tie game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Using the quick game.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Bernard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. Oh, he was... to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw. It's Pavia. Got the back over the middle. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for room. It's Alexander. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
From the gun on third down. On the run, fires downfield. And the misconnection on third down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Quick handoff. Powers through the defender. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The play action fake. Pulls it in. It's Washington. A worthy effort to get it out to the 15-yard line, but they'll be short of the first down. Fourth down coming. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Working that left side now. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights. Good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw in that out route.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Under fire. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on third down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. West Virginia sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Morgantown. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Trying play action. Finds his tight end.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up, making the catch.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Pavia. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll take it on the return. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
And he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
Under fire. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Offense in an empty set. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Slips one guy, and now he's loose.
Just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Pavia. Oh, they're after him. Got a man, it's Hudson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He did not get there, and they'll have to give up the football, and they might have just seen this game slip away. Might be changing the route. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Might be looking to run. On the run deep down the right side. He holds it in and nobody's close. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Pressure coming. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things.